In this video, we'll configure PrintPAL, which is a utility that is included with UniPrint Infinity. PrintPAL can be used to automate the process of mapping printers to user sessions. We highly recommend that time be spent on planning out your PrintPAL mapping. We're going to be using the example found in our Administrator's Guide. We'll show you how to create a PrintPAL map by first adding an LDAP path to access Active Directory. Then we'll add a group, various network objects, an IP range, and a device that is not a member of Active Directory. Next, we'll map printers to a group and demonstrate printer inheritance. Then we'll set a default printer for a group. We'll also show you where to enable PrintPAL on the application server. Next, we'll test the map that we created. And finally, we'll show you how users can use PrintPAL to add printers to their sessions by themselves. Technically, you can create your initial PrintPAL map from either the bridge or the application server. But since the PrintPAL server itself is installed on the bridge, we recommend creating the initial mapping on the bridge. So let's go to the bridge to get started. Under Tools and Utilities, click PrintPAL. For demonstration purposes, a partial map has been created, and we'll be adding different groups, objects, and printers to this map. Before we start adding to this map, let's connect to an LDAP server so that we can get a list of mappable network objects. Click Settings. Click Add. The LDAP path for your current domain should already be displayed. If you want to use a different LDAP server, enter the path for it. Enter domain user credentials for the LDAP server. Click OK. The domain information will be displayed. Click OK. Domain information will be populated here. Let's see what printers can be mapped. Click the Gateway Printers tab. Let's make the printer name column wider so that we can see the names better. And make the location column wider. Click the Network Objects tab. Let's add the marketing group to the first floor in Montreal. Click to select first_floor. Spaces and special characters are not allowed in PrintPAL, hence the underscore. Click New. And then select Group. Enter marketing as the group name. We want all users and computers in the marketing group to have access to all the printers assigned to the first floor. So select Inherent Printers from Parent Group. A different way of assigning printers is by matching criteria. By selecting Match All Criteria Types, printers will only be assigned to a session if either the device name, or OU, and the device's IP address, and either the username or the user group are true. But since our map is based on location and department, we'll leave this option unselected. Click OK. And the marketing group is added to the first floor. Now we can map some network objects to the marketing group. We can narrow down the list of mappable objects by narrowing down the scope. Since our Active Directory is small, click Cancel. A list of mappable objects can also be viewed by type. Let's view a list of devices. Select Devices. Since we just want to add objects that belong to marketing, let's filter this list. And then click Show Objects. A list of all marketing devices appears. We want to add all the marketing PCs to the marketing group. Click to select MRKT PC01. Press Shift, click to select the last marketing PC, and then press Enter. All 4 marketing PCs are now mapped to the marketing group. Let's also add some users to the marketing group. From the type list, select Users, and then click Show Objects. We're going to add B. Griffin to the marketing group. Drag B. Griffin to the Network Objects pane. Also add D. Morgan and J. Gibbs. We can also add an organizational unit. From the type list, select OUs, and then click Show Objects. Drag the marketing OU to the Network Objects pane. To save what we've done so far, click Save. But what about devices that are not members of the domain? You can still add them as named devices. Click New. Click Device. Enter a computer name. And then click OK. Click Save. Now let's add a range of IP addresses. Click to select Training. Click New. And then select IP range. Give the range a name. and then enter the starting IP address and ending IP address for this range, and then click OK. Here is the IP range that we just added. Now let's take a look at mapping printers to the marketing group. Click to select the marketing group. Click the Gateway Printers tab. We have a small number of printers here, but if you have hundreds of printers, this list can be quite ominous. You can narrow down the list by using the filter. For example, we only want to see the HP printers. To see the entire list again, simply clear the filter. Delete HP, and then press Enter. Let's expand the name column so that we can see the printer names better. Let's map a printer to the marketing group. Drag Lexmark T520 to the printer pane. Do the same for the Kyocera KM3050 printer. Click Save. So now anyone who logs in from any of the marketing PCs, or from B. Griffin's PC, or if B. Griffin, D. Morgan, and J. Gibbs logs into the application server, they will automatically be assigned these two printers. Printers can also be inherited from the parent group. For example, we want everyone in this company to be assigned the UniPrint VPQ. Click to select Root. Drag the UniPrint VPQ to the Printers pane. Click Save. Let's check to make sure other groups inherit the UniPrint VPQ. Click Accounting. The downward pointing arrow indicates that this printer is inherited from the parent group. Click Training. Also check Marketing. We can also make the UniPrint VPQ the default printer for everyone. Click to select the root. Right-click UniPrint VPQ, and then select Set as Default. Default printers are indicated with a green arrow. Click to select Marketing. So here the UniPrint VPQ is inherited and set as the default printer. Click Save. Now that we have a working PrintPAL map, PrintPAL has to be enabled on the application server. Go to the application server. Under Network Connections, click Sessions. In an earlier video, we selected Run PrintPAL on this server. This enables PrintPAL on this application server. Let's go back to the bridge to test our PrintPAL mapping. Click Test. You can test by device name, IP address, or username. Let's test by IP address. Select Address. Let's enter an IP address that's within the Classroom A range, and then click Show Printers. The UniPrint VPQ should be the only printer available to Classroom A, so this is correct. To remove the IP address from being tested, clear Address. We can also test by device name. Select Device Name. Let's test for the device that is not in our domain. Enter bgriffin-PC, and then click Show Printers. B. Griffin is in the marketing group, so 3 printers are correct. Clear device name. We can also test using an existing session, but first we have to start a session. Click Close. Go to the Windows 8.1 client. Let's open up an RDP session. Enter the IP address of an application server and then click Connect. Now that we've started a session, let's go back to the bridge. Click Test. Click Browsing an existing session below. Enter administrative credentials for the application server. For administrator credentials, I don't like the password being remembered, so clear Remember My Password. Click OK. Click to select B. Griffin's session, and then click OK. The session's info is automatically populated. Click Show Printers. The 3 printers that were mapped using PrintPAL appear, including the printer that we added manually in the Printer Profiles video. Click Close. Users can also add printers themselves through PrintPAL without having access to the PrintPAL map. Let's go back to our session. Let's open up devices and printers through the Control Panel. Click Start. Click Control Panel. Click Devices and Printers. These are all the printers that are mapped to the session. In the notification area, right-click the UniPrint icon. To find out more about this session, click Session Info. Let's close this. Right-click the UniPrint icon again, and this time select Add Printers. Click to select the HP Color LaserJet 5550. To make this the new default printer, select Set as my default printer. To ensure that this printer is always added even if you log off and then log back in again, select Always Add this printer. And if you want this printer to be added no matter where you log in from, select From any computer I log into. Click Add. Scroll down. And here's the printer we just added. This printer should be accessible from any application in this session. Let's open up a Word document. Double-click Lorem Ipsum. From the File menu, click Print. Let's expand the printer list. And here's the color laser printer that we just added. So PrintPAL can be used not only to add printers on behalf of users, but users themselves can add printers without having to go through the control panel. Thank you for watching this short video. For more information on UniPrint Infinity, visit our website at www.uniprint.net. And if you're in the process of testing UniPrint Infinity and require help, feel free to contact our friendly support staff at support@uniprint.net.